Hello you guys, and today I'm going to talk about book The Sun and Her Flower. I made one video on Milk and Honey. That book also by Rupi Kaur, and this book is also by Rupi Kaur. So this is second one, and without further delay, let's just get started. This book is divided into five parts: wilting, falling, rooting, rising, and blooming. And the first part is wilting part. Mostly, whenever book is kind of like a healing type of a book, the first part of that book is kind of like a heartbreak and kind of uh, sad poems. And I don't want to keep that kind of poems in my video too much, because if you see on energy basis or the frequency basis, uh, sadness, heartbreak is kind of like a very lower energy levels, which is not for good for any human being to be on that. So I just have one poem in wilting part, and even though in falling part I guess I have one or two poem. And let's start with first part, wilting part. I kept bookmark for poems. I could be anything in the world, but I wanted to be his. Very cute, sad kind of a poem. I don't need to explain this. This is pretty easy. Okay. I could be anything in the world, but I wanted to be his. See, this poem, you can say the title of this poem is kind of like a lessons from mama. It can be thing which is said to her by her mother, or it can be imaginary. I don't know about it. So it's a long poem actually, but I want to share some lines from it, which goes like, when it comes to speaking, she said, do it with commitment. Every word you say is your own responsibility. Yeah, I really liked it, which is, when we say something, if I'm a woman, I should be woman of my words. If there is a man, he should be man of his words. It's very strong, powerful, and beautiful at the same time. So I really like this one, and I really believe we should be like a woman of our words, or the person of our words in general. Another poem is, you split the world into pieces and call them countries. Declare ownership on what never belongs to you and left the rest with nothing. Colonize. Yeah, nowadays, there is lots of war going on, this and that. I'm this citizen, I'm that citizen. But to be honest, if we see on the ground level, it's just a part of one land separated by water, nothing else. And people fight and declare that it's mine. Why? Like, to be honest, when it comes to war, if someone did something bad to us, we are responding, it's a different thing. But unnecessary, there is no need of war. Like, why we humans do this? I just don't get it. Next one is from Rising Part. I will welcome a partner who is my equal. Very good one. Because, see, nowadays people say you have very high standards, you're asking too much, you're not gonna find anyone if you say things like this. There is nothing wrong in what that person says, because if there is a person who don't take drugs, who's not alcoholic, who don't smoke, disciplined, work, financially independent, and put efforts on themselves, learn, and physically try to grow themselves, then why this kind of person should settle who is not doing these things? There is no need. So if person having this kind of standard. It's totally correct because they are doing all those work on themselves. So obviously they will expect the same person in their life. So I don't think there is any wrong in it to have like standards, boundaries. I think lower level people say this because they don't want to grow themselves. So yeah, very correct. The next one is from Looming Part. So it is $1 trillion industry that would collapse if we believe we are beautiful enough already. I think this is especially works on women because society or any kind of brand, you can say, beauty, fashion, hair care, body care, makeup are directed towards women, and they make perfect or beautiful woman insecure, and they are earning from it very well. Like their earning is massive from this. So just imagine like which kind of brainwashing society did to us to believe that we are not beautiful naturally. We always need to fix something. Very, like, uh, good word said by Rupi Kaur. Move towards next poem. Take the compliment. Do not shy away from another thing that belongs to you. Yeah, when somebody compliments us, people are like, it's not that thing, and it's okay. Oh no, it's so. Well, they like fumble. They don't know what to say on it because maybe we are not used to it on daily basis. Not gonna, no one gonna come and compliment us. But occasionally, when we get compliments, we should be happy about it and just say thank you. Yeah, that part also belongs to us now. Now, if I talk about book The Sun and Her Flower, it have more poetries and para quotes. And the thing which I like about Rupi Kaur's poetry books is she don't have poems just on heartbreak and love. It touch other parts as well. Like in Milk and Honey, there is one part which touch on toxic parents thing. In this book, it touch on the like $1 trillion industry which based on making women insecure. So there are other parts also which she talks in her poem, which I really like. So yeah, this is Sun and Her Flower for you guys. It's a very good read, and see you in the next one. Bye.